Hello, and welcome to episode 15 of the Donut Shop podcast. My name is Jorge, and with me we have pending Dr. Al
How's it going, everyone?
and Mr. N.
Evening all.
How's everything going, guys? I feel like it's been a while.
I am exhausted.
You're telling me, bro. I'm exhausted beyond exhaustion. I don't know if that's a word, but
Well, mine's more of what's the word I'm looking for? Selfish reason. So what's your reason for being tired?
mine's is school reasons.
I mean, I've been hitting the books hard.
I have, man. This month is very stressful. I've got like 5 exams, 2 projects. One's a group project, so thank God I don't have to do too much on that. But October is like they call like Hell Week in school, and I gotta agree with everybody. It's freaking
Ugh.
hell.
Sounds like a busy time. Mine's not as progressive. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it progressive? No.
Productive.
There you go. God, my brain is a a group I follow in Japan held a virtual concert this weekend.
Weekend watching the concert.
So I bought tickets for day 1 and day 2. So yesterday was day 1, today was day 2, and because it's Japan, it's about 13 hours ahead of us. So yesterday I was up at 6 a.m. watching a 2-hour concert. And today I was up at 4 a.m. watching day 2 of said concert.
Why didn't you just wake up at a normal time and watch it then?
Because it's live.
So how does that work? Is it like
they stream it? They stream it. They do. So they sing, dance, and they stream it. And so I buy the ticket. They send me a personal link, like a one-time use only link. So that way it can't be like spread out or like cheated out or whatever. So I click that link, make sure nothing dies on me, and I sit there for 2 hours watching girls sing and dance, and it works out.
Dude, there's gonna be like no reason to go out any more. There's no. I feel like there's gonna be no reason to have concerts, no reason to go to a sitcom. This coronavirus has changed everything. You have live.
Really? I mean, it's not the same though. Like I've been to a live viewing before, like with actual people. The energy is not the same as it is in front of my computer.
Yeah, no, I've been to a few concerts myself, but I'm just saying that this new comedian I've recently like kind of been watching a little bit. He has like his own podcast as well. He was talking about he was joking around saying, I want everybody to be safe. He was like, so I'd rather have all my fans buy tickets to a show that I could sell out and nobody come. He was like, and I'll just do like a live stream and you guys could all just sit home and just laugh at my jokes. So
interesting.
I don't think Corona is going to kill a lot of these things. Like I think even something as like the movies is just not the same experience if you watch it at home versus at a theater. And same with like concerts and live events.
There's an interesting thing with the movies, man. Recently, I feel like with the whole like coronavirus shutting down all movie theaters and almost all of them going like pretty much bankrupt, there might be a transition where like maybe Disney or like Amazon purchases all these different movie theaters and creates like an insane type of atmosphere, maybe like a Disney World or something like that. Can you imagine like going to a movie theater and having like, I don't know, different arcade games or some shit like that? Like,
I mean, a lot of theaters had that already. Well, and then it slowly died down because of, I don't know, just I guess less popularity. And so if it does come back, that'd be interesting.
So it's something to watch out.
Sorry.
No, all right. The only thing with that is then it becomes if it's a Disney-owned thing, then they won't show anything that's not Disney-owned. So if you want to watch an experience that belongs to Amazon, you might have to travel further than or maybe what you're used to going because this is Disney-owned. Now, like the AMC, like at Woodhaven, for example, in PA, that might be Disney. So you might have to drive all the way to like Jersey or Jenkintown, something ridiculous to watch another movie because it's not their movie.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad. Well, at least
I
No,
don't
we're,
know.
we're
It did something
transitioning away
cool.
from that medium, but I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think the virus will kill that form of entertainment.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk, like being like involved in financial like topics and stuff like that. They've read a few articles in that sense that a lot of them encouraging like either Amazon or Disney to like kind of go in there and like purchase these like like AMC theaters are going like bankrupt and try kind of transition them in a little bit and like
I would hope not, because AMC, the beauty of AMC and most movie theaters are that they're not tied to any one like
Company.
one company. That they're an aggregator. They come whatever we get and come view. So if it starts become they start having company ties, and that kind of ruins the experience for the consumers, and we're more or less on a monopoly then at that point for a lot of smaller towns, especially even us. Like Philly's a big city, but we only have 2 theaters technically. We have Riverview and is Riverview? No, is it? What's the one in South Philly? What's that one called again?
I think it's called Riverview.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
No.
So, I think it's something like what's that new thing called?
United Artists.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah,
United
so you have
Artists.
that, and then we have AMC, and even then, AMC is the majority here. So
Yeah.
It's a city as big as ours, it's still fairly monopolistic. So
yeah, and if you think of smaller towns where there's just maybe one small movie theater for the whole area.
So. Yeah, it's very dangerous. It's a very, very dangerous train of thought.
We'll see what happens. It's definitely interesting, and you never know.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm throwing money. I'm throwing money at Disney for shares in that case.
I went out like to watch Tenet at a movie theater like 2 weeks ago or something like that with a buddy, and it was completely dead, man. It was just me, him, and maybe like 5 other people. In a giant and I went to the one where you have the extra loud sound, the Dolby Theater thing, whatever the experience.
The IMAX experience.
The IMAX experience, and literally it was 6 of us in the whole freaking movie theater.
Yeah, I mean, people are.
Quick side note: was the movie good?
Tenet, I liked it. It was really good. Like
it got bad reviews, so I was just curious.
I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah, in the beginning it was kind of a little bit the editing and the sound was a little bit like hard to listen to the people talk. Like you had background things going on while people were simultaneously talking, and trying to make out the words was a little bit confusing. I feel like that's a movie kind of lost me a little bit because I couldn't understand some of the words that people were saying. So it might be something that I might watch down the line, but I would need like subtitles to actually see what the hell they're talking about.
Okay, was that a fault of the theater or
No.
That wasn't a fault of the theater. That was the movie was the sound design was built like that.
Yeah, I don't know Christopher Nolan why. I don't know if his like video edited person designed it that way or whoever, or actually just let it go or completely didn't said whatever. But
I doubt
like
it.
The opening scenes, they're in this giant theater and they're going in there and you hear people's footsteps like like they're I don't know if you guys care about ruining the topic, but they have like guns and going in there because they need to rescue someone. And you can hear their footsteps in the river and in the puddles and stuff like that while they're talking. I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, I can't quite make out what they're saying.
I feel like I feel that was like an experimental decision on his part, and I think it just didn't. It wasn't well executed. If that was the case,
I think that's probably the closest answer.
I
don't think you thought about that hard.
Yeah, if you guys, well, I don't know if you'll get the chance if you guys are even interested in watching it, but you'll see what I mean by. When I said that you have to like kind of watch it with subtitles.
Yeah, I feel like Nolan also had another movie that probably requires subtitles. The Dark Knight series for one. So he's not foreign to this concept, I guess.
For me.
All right. So anyway, one technical error on my part. I screwed up the recording, so our listeners, if you're listening to the audio version of this, might not be up to par what you guys are used to. My bad. Sorry. I'll make sure I don't screw that up next week.
Are you recording off the wrong source?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was like, what? Well, I was talking. I was looking at the sound waves. I was like flat. I'm like, why is it flat? and then I realized, oh crap. It's like, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna have to rip the audio off of the YouTube stream. So,
yeah, so I was gonna say, at least we have a backup. You know,
we have this.
We're everywhere, so at least we know we'll be able to get content out there for our listeners and our fans, even though they might not be on level. Hey, listen, everybody makes mistakes. You live and you learn. You know.
Yeah, it's like, oh crap. But all right. Anyway,
you would think by now we would be experts.
3 months of this stuff, man.
Hey, Joe, it really I was just thinking about that today.
Almost actually over 4 months now. Almost.
Yeah,
almost 4 months. Yeah.
It's just whoops.
And the only one that's been consistent is Mr. N. Me and Jorge.
I was this close to canceling today. I'm nursing a headache right now. I was so close. It's like I'll power through.
Jeez.
Anyway, let's move on to our signature icebreaker, shall we?
Yes. So today's icebreaker is: what is a skill or talent that you don't have that you wish you did? Something as simple as being good at like playing guitar, like a musical instrument, or maybe being handy at home with DIY projects, anything of that stuff.
Piano.
Yeah.
I follow a few piano artists on YouTube, and I just love watching them play. So I want to gain that skill at the point, but I don't know if I have time or dedication to gain that skill. Unfortunately, I would love to play piano though.
And you, Al?
A skill that I'd like to have is I don't know. I hate being stuck in traffic sometimes, so maybe the ability to visualize how I can maneuver past traffic. So like if I feel like I can make it in that little tiny hole to get by the cars.
That's like borderline superpower. Wait.
So you want to drive like the Fast and the Furious? Is what you're saying?
Exactly. Pretty much. That would be like what I would feel if I'd be a good talent. Maybe, I don't know. Can't think of anything else. That was a good question.
There was a one show. I think it was called Lie to Me back in the day. That like it was about a bunch of like psychiatrists or something. They had the ability to tell if someone was lying to them, like based on like body movement, voice, all that stuff.
I remember that. Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if it was like I'm not sure how legit that is, because I think yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say there's books and people that are like written a lot of. There's a book that I have that I actually read a little bit, and they give you like small. I was gonna show it, but I don't have it in my general area. And it gives you like a description of like how like a certain crossed legs, if something's facing the other way, dictates if someone's like interested in you or something like that. So it's definitely a thing. You'd have to like constantly read the books and memorize every single different position. And there are definitely tells that everybody has that you're not aware of. And that book really does and he was actually the author that wrote it. He was actually, I think, in the CIA, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he was some kind of like familiar, yeah, he was some kind of like CIA or FBI agent and stuff like that. So he actually was, he actually did that thing for a living. So he didn't like just come up with these ideas out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think one of them is like people who like cross their arms when you're asking them questions. They're like being guarded or something. There's a lot of little tells. Depending on which way you look when you're thinking, it also is like, I think it's like if you look to the right, you're more likely to be telling the truth than if you look to the left.
Yeah.
There's little things like that.
Yeah. So that's definitely So if piano doesn't work out, that's definitely a skill I would like to try, or at least like to obtain some down the road, or try to learn.
That would be actually a great skill, man, because you could learn I guess the ins and outs of like a conversation. So if a conversation is not leading somewhere or leading the direction you want or something like that, you could pick up on that and kind of just like either be like, all right, forget it, this is a waste of my time, and just move on to something else. That would be such a time consumer, like a time saver, to have that ability to tell what people are thinking, or lines, or descriptions.
So what did you feel? Do you think you'd ever at any point feel overwhelmed with the ability to know when people are lying to you?
I think so. I think anyone, like, if you're trying to have a good conversation, and then obviously, they tell, like, it could be like the white lie, but you will, and you can tell it, and you see it, and just like, all of a sudden your head kind of goes overdrive, like, what, like that's such a stupid lie. But if they're lying, lying,
yeah,
it would mess up your head quite a bit.
That would mess with you a lot, man.
But
like, hey Dave, your hair looks nice today, and then you're just like, wait, Jorge didn't say it a certain way. He's lying. What's wrong with my hair?
It'll mess with you. But going back to what Al said about like moving guiding conversation and stuff. So as a teacher, that's kind of part of the job actually, to have that ability. So as I'm teaching, I scan the classroom, I make sure to see who's paying attention, who's still interested, or who's just downright lost. So it's a skill I've definitely picked up. It also picks up in D&D as well. If I'm doing like a social role play interaction or a combat scenario, and I see some of you guys are just not either into it, or you guys look tired, or I either move it along or maybe switch it up a little bit. So it's definitely so it's a skill I've more or less, well, not the exact flying ability, but to judge a room is definitely a good skill to have.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because you know what I mean. You could walk in there, or like if you're trying to approach a girl, for example, and she has a certain way that her legs are facing, and you're like, okay, no, I'm not going there. Let's go to the one on the left. That's a dead end. You know what I mean? And they say one cool thing that I always look out if I'm ever talking to a girl or like conversating is I look at her legs. If her legs are facing your direction, she's interested in you. But if she's like facing this way, that's what the book says. So if she's facing like this, but she's talking to you like this, you better just like cut off your ties and just move on.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use that one day.
So we're gonna have to take Al to the bar whenever we can. Go put him out and watch the social experiment unfold.
I'm telling you, it's a thing. You got to watch out for their legs. See which way their legs are looking. And another cool trick I learned is if you're trying to, I don't want to give up on my if you're with a girl and you want to be able to tell whether or not you should kiss her, this book I read, the guy says that you should, for a brief second, look at her lips and then look back up at her eyes. If you catch her eyes going down to your lips, that's when you sneak in.
Is David gonna snitch himself out?
I'm gonna try this. Wait, have I tried? I don't think I've tried this, but I want to try this. I definitely want to try this.
It works. I'm telling you, it works. That's when you're
in a COVID-free world. I will try this out, definitely.
Yeah, that's my two little tricks I look into if I'm ever like talking to a girl or something. Anyway, moving on.
Let me
not give out all my secrets.
What is this book called again? I need to buy this book.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a very interesting book.
Yeah, I want to try. Yeah, definitely. All right. That being said, I guess we'll leave them. As always, we'll leave manga near the end. Do you want to talk about this GameStop thing going on, Jorge?
Yeah. So GameStop's partnering with Microsoft to do the Xbox financing that they're going to be doing. I don't remember the exact naming scheme there, but basically, if you want to finance one of the new Xboxes on a monthly basis, you do it through through GameStop. But I don't know if it's an exclusive or not. That I'm not too sure about.
It could be because GameStop team partnered up with Microsoft. Their employees are going to start having like Microsoft Surfaces as their like things they carry around. So it could be in that. That leads me back to when what was it, 2 weeks ago when we were talking about this, like who do you pay when you finance? I guess we got our answer, you know.
Yeah, we got a little follow up. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm glad they're doing that because honestly, without they didn't do this, I think GameStop's already kind of in danger. So I think this would have been. So if they didn't make this deal with GameStop, I think that would have been the final nail in the coffin for said company.
Yeah, that company, ever since like digital stuff came out and the fact that people didn't have to go in to turn their games anymore, that was the end of that.
Yeah, they've been suffering. And then with the whole thing, when the Xbox One and the PlayStation came out, when Xbox said you couldn't like share or trade games anymore.
Do you remember the infamous PlayStation commercial for that?
Oh my god! This is how you trade a game in PlayStation. She just hands the game over. It's like,
dude, I hated that aspect of they ripped you off so bad, man. You would go in there with like 6 games, and they'd be like, "All right, $10."
God, yeah, it's horrible.
I'm like, where'd you get $10 for 6 games? What are the $1 a piece, $1.50 a piece? Like, what we're looking at?
There's only one game, one series of games that will get you any sort of decent money when you trade them in, and that's the Pokemon games.
Or
Period.
basically, I think Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I think Nintendo first party. Speaking of, sorry, off tangent. Speaking of Nintendo, your boy finally bought himself a Switch.
Yeah.
Except it's Animal Crossing themed, that I don't play Animal Crossing. But it was the only Switch available, so I'm a poser.
It's a good looking system, man.
That whole thing with Switch, I don't understand. Like everything sold out is like almost so rare to purchase one. Or
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what. I guess COVID's definitely a factor here. It's just
I remember
every
supply chain issues too, man.
Yeah.
We were at Target today with my fiance. We saw it.
That I work with. He said that he found the next Nintendo. He was like, I purchased one from someone. I don't know. It was like on Facebook or something. He was like, for like $200, and then he wind up selling it to someone else for like $5. He's like, I made a quick profit, and then he was telling me about this whole thing about Nintendo's systems in like really high demand or something like that. And
yeah, it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, Mr. N's been trying to get a hold of one for a few months now.
The Switch or the
Switch? Yeah, Switch. Because I wanted one for a while, but I just kind of put it off. I actually have a couple Switch games, but I was playing it on my brother-in-law's Switch, but he moved out, so I don't have one anymore to play with. So I was like, okay. So it was like, okay, it's time for me to buy my own Switch.
Yeah, we ended up buying one today.
Oh, you bought one?
Yeah.
Another one? Don't you have a Switch?
It's not for us. It's just a gift for somebody else. But yeah, they had 2 in stock, and Sandy was like, "Yo, they have one." I'm like, "Oh snap!"
You should just bought both of them and sell it for a pretty penny.
I thought about it, but then I saw they had them on Amazon. I'm like, does that mean it's coming back in stock? I don't want to get stuck with something I'm never gonna really need.
Yeah. I mean, Sandy would use it. It's Animal Crossing themed. Why wouldn't she?
It is. I like the color schemes on the Joy-Cons.
I like the Joy-Cons. I don't care for the Animal Crossing, obviously.
Yeah, you don't care for the
like, so I might just I think D brand, not a sponsor. I mean, they want to be a sponsor. Heck yeah! But I think D brand sells Switch skins, so I might just grab one of those and just throw that on top of it.
To continue on this tangent, you remember the link I sent you with the PlayStation 5 Spider-Man theme?
Oh my god, yeah! You freaking got me hyped up for no goddamn reason.
We need to petition that person, whoever designed that, to like actually make it a reality, because that thing looked badass, man. I was actually looking at it.
Really good. Yeah,
it looked freaking amazing. Like,
I would immediately like cancel my current PS5 pre-order for that. Just like, yes, please, thank you. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah. So again, back on topic. So good on GameStop, I guess, even though they are a horrible, horrible company that rips you off, in my opinion. At least they found a way to stay afloat in the current console market, especially with the release of like digital only consoles now. They must have been sweating bullets.
Yeah, I'm really curious how that whole thing's going to play out, especially now that Microsoft tagging there. Is there going to be like I don't know like what they're going to plan on doing. The article stated that their employees are going to carry Microsoft Surface Pro tablets or whatever the hell they are.
You know what I could see them start doing? Instead of selling the physical games, sell game codes. So so they want to go and buy the latest Call of Duty or whatever. So they can just purchase it, sure, but they get like a little scratch off card, and there'll be like a purchase code or something on the back of it. So yes, especially for those kids who don't want who don't have a credit card, or who have parents that don't want to put a credit card on their consoles. Like, this might be the probably best middle ground going forward for GameStop anyway.
I mean, they do that now. They have like the gift card-esque things that they sell.
Oh, okay.
So they have them, just a card, you take it to the register, pay for it.
I haven't been in GameStop in years, so I have no idea.
I saw it at Target. Target has them like that.
The only reason to go to GameStop now is because they sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's it.
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh,
if you can find any.
Yeah, if you can. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, there was a tournament today. Official Konami tournament. Actually, it was under. They're streaming it on YouTube. So let's see. The first place was Dragon Link, which well, no big surprise. Second place was Monarchs. Straight up after their big buff from the previous ban list, Monarchs take second place. So the remote duels are typically played by YouTubers, actually. So the person who was running domain was Lithium. You guys remember?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I wonder if that had more to do with people not siding for Monarchs.
Maybe. I don't think anyone was expecting Monarchs.
Yeah, who's gonna be playing spell and trap removal?
I mean, let's see. Some people started doing a little more. Yeah, Elder people play spell and trap removal for Eldritch, especially with Harpies like off the ban list. So I feel like a lot of people probably just running Harpies just to run it.
Yeah, just put it in there just for the hell of it. That's
as a one-off. It's basically a +4 if you catch someone off guard.
Yeah, and they can play Vanity's Fiend to keep people from special zoning.
Yeah,
go first, tribute into Vanities, play Monarch, play Domain, and call it a day.
Pretty much. Yeah, the lockdown is insane. So top 16 was let's see. So I unfortunately didn't have a chart, so I had to scroll through like all their matches to find all these matchups. But I did it
for top 16.
Top 16, yeah. So top 16 was 7 Dragon Links, 4 Dinos, 1 Monarch, 1 for Noble, 1 Sky Striker, 1 Eldridge, Red Eyes. 1 Dragon Maid, 1 Dogmatica Invoked, and 1 Crusadia.
Yo, let's go Crusadia and Dinos. Yo.
Yeah, Dinos is tier 1 this format, which I think we all expected. Like Dinos ain't gonna hit period, so
yeah, it's all for that new Dino card, man. That's super expensive. I should have bought it when it was 30.
How much is it now?
It's in the 60 range.
Oh my god! You only need to run 2 of them. Based on the deck list I've seen, you can run 1 because it's searchable technically with miscellaneous. But but I think most decks just run 2.
I could have bought both of them for the price of 1, man. They're like $60 now.
Shit.
I missed out on that. I was like, shit, damn. This 30 seemed too much. I was like, I don't want to spend $30 on a card. If anybody, like, if one thing if they've learned about me is I ain't trying to spend nothing more than like 20.
I am the exact opposite. I spend the big bucks, unfortunately, as much as I hate myself for it.
You got all the cards for like Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
I have all the staples.
Hey Dave, listen, can I borrow them pot of extravagance? Actor runs it.
Go for it. If I'm running it, you go for it. Yes, it's open season.
Does it feel like this last set kind of fell flat?
Raw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there wasn't as much hype. When was it Rise of Duelists? Was it? Is that the one with the 1,000 dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah. When
no, that was that's Battles of Legend.
Oh, Battles of sorry. So when that set came out, and like I saw so many videos of just people buying that product and trying to pull it. Same thing with even with the tins. Well, I think the tins are always like that. But for the Ghost Rare Raw, I think I saw one video of someone like opening it and pulling it.
For the record, it sells for about $220.
What was that?
It sells for $220.
Ooh.
But relative for chase cards though, if you compare it to the recent
it's a meta. It's not a meta card. It's a fan favorite card.
Even some of the non-meta cards, man.
I mean,
there was not anything in that like
10
set to be like worthwhile. You know
it was just the Ghost Rare Raw, and that was pretty much it.
It was just the Ghost Rare Raw.
And to Ghost Rare Raw, what are you gonna do? You can barely summon it unless you're running a raw specific deck.
A raw specific deck. Yeah.
For as a side note to that comment, the quote unquote most expensive card outside of the Ghost Rare Raw is $22. Yeah. So for Yu-Gi-Oh sets, for chase cards, that's relatively cheap.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
that's really
exactly.
Low.
I mean, the only way if you really want to flex on someone that you have a Ghost Raw is maybe if you main deck it and someone like tributes 3 of your monster for that, and then you
would you even play? I mean, if I was lucky enough or I spent the money to get a Ghost Rare Raw, I wouldn't even play it. It being like you'll be one of those like those super high tier like grade cases. We screw it in.
No, I'm just saying, like, if that's the only, availability.
Yeah.
If you, like me personally, if I were to run it in like a Dino deck or something, and then
you'd have to run spear mode.
Yeah,
I get spear moded, and then next turn I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Hold on, when spear mode got reprinted as a super and everyone started running it, a lot of people started running raw in their side deck.
Yeah.
I thought about it too. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna summon raw on you, and it's gonna be hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
My childhood Yu-Gi-Oh fantasies completed.
Someone pulled that off too. Someone must have pulled it off
more than once, man.
But yeah, so anyway, the meta seems pretty well, minus Dragon Link and Dino obviously being tier 1. Everything else seems pretty diverse. Yeah.
Dragon Link's not gonna stay at the top for long.
No. They're gonna hit. What you gotta hit? The Guard Dragon package, definitely.
I'm not sure, but
Guard Dragon. It was Elpsy.
LP.
LP's gonna get hit.
Oh, I love LP though.
No, they can't hit. They can't help LP, man. They hit all the Guard Dragons. Then there's only Pipsy.
Yeah, Pipsy left. Yeah.
I'd be surprised they hit both. They only need to run one of each.
Yeah, they could hit Striker Dragon. I think that's like a multiple of, right?
Yeah, they run
one of.
Is it one of? Oh, okay.
You can play two, but it's a one of.
Okay, because I probably saw Striker Dragon. Like their play starts with Striker Dragon, from what I've seen in the combos.
Yeah,
the optimal combo anyway.
Yeah, you hit Striker Dragon and that's it. It's a wrap.
I don't think it's a wrap. I think it's still could play without it, but
the thing is, a deck can play through because it has a lot of starter cards, man. Chaos Space, but just about any of the Rockets. We're talking like the that one level 1 dragon. I forget his name.
You're talking about the Red Eyes dragon?
No, it's like Scarlet something.
So I think that one got reprinted to make it.
It got reprinted. Yeah.
I think I pulled one. I think I pulled one.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. So Dragon.
Hori would know that because he was trying to build that deck.
Yeah, I was playing with it. Starlight Cipher. That's the name.
Yeah, I think I do have. I pulled one.
Yeah, like it has a lot of starter cards, so you can't. There's not like a main hit unless you're hitting the extra deck. And for me, I think it's LP.
Yeah. When is the next set coming out though? I know Maximum Gold's supposed to come out in like November somewhere, but like what's the actual set? Like
let's find out. Let's take a look at Yugiocard.com really fast. North America, United States, products, booster sets. Phantom Rage comes out. Yeah, Phantom Rage is the next one. That comes out next month.
Okay.
So that'll have all the new Phantom Knight stuff. Oh my god, BA Phantom Knight BA. Oh god, I'm not ready for this.
I got them all. Where they at?
I'm not ready for this.
What else is in that set anyway?
I need to double check. It's been a while.
I was so happy. I double sleeved my cards that I double sleeved my what do you call it? Extra dex cards, because where I put it in one of my boxes, one of the ends were like damaged, and I thought I fucked up one of my Dantes. I was like, not my boy Dante, yo. So I had to go in there, and the card was fine. It was just the sleeve inside, kind of like somehow like turned in or something. So
okay, that's good. That's good.
I got so worried, man. I was like, my boy Dante. No.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. Yeah. Especially when it's a red card. Dinos, I think. I don't know if Dinos. I guess you can hit miscellaneous, just kind of like a slap on the wrist and call it a day. I don't think Dinos need a hard hit.
Put miscellaneous back to 1.
Yeah, miscellaneous back to 1, and that'll be the end of it. I think that'll probably hurt Dino the most.
Yeah,
I've been tempted to play Sky Strikers since Engage is no longer a thing and is actually an affordable deck now.
It is affordable.
I was always interested in the archetype. It's just Engage is like $100 a pop, and you need 3 of them, and I was just no, thank you. So I might try this out.
It's an interesting
idea.
Yeah, I'm impressed that Crusadia and Dragon Maid are up there. That's I was not expecting that, especially Crusadia, because Crusadia wasn't doing anything like at all. So
Crusadia has the potential to like OTK you like quick, man. If you don't like
Do they have? I mean, does Ash stop them that easily?
I don't know. The only person I've ever played.
asking.
The only person I played at Crusadia is Al over here, and it was like a test deck, so I have no idea.
If you ash our what's that dude's name? Maximus, I think his name. The Crusadia, the little guy, the Link 1. Yeah, that kind of like hurts us because he searches other things that you might need. So if you ash him, it'd be kind of hard to like. There's no other way for me to have access to the rest of my deck. You know what I mean?
Okay. Wait. There's rumors that they're importing the Phantom, not the Phantom, the Noble Knight. No, Nobleman. Sorry, the Nobleman spell card in Phantom Rage.
The cross-out retrain.
Yeah, cross-out retrain. That's supposed to stop. That's supposed to replace Call by the Grave. So watch that be a $60-$70 card.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Dude, I feel like the meta right now is very expensive, dude. You need like at least 3 imperms. You need at least 3 Forbidden Chalice. You need at least like 2 Lightning Storms. Based on like those 8 cards that I mentioned, you're looking at about, I would say,
a lot of money.
Like easy. You know what I mean?
Oh, also Triptych Tactics talents as well. That's another. That's $100 right now. What in the world?
Exactly. If you want to be competitive right now in Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta cough up a hefty penny. You gotta the next stimulus check we get, we gotta invest it in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's how you
I kind of want to invest in Dogmatica since I have the invoked engine. I have Shadal cards. I want to try it out, but their spell card is sitting at almost $70 a pop, and I need 3 of these things.
Yeah, no, dude.
I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it.
It's not worth it at the moment, especially. I would say, sure, if we had like maybe live events or we had like a cool nationals coming up like in Philly or something, which we haven't been one since like I would say 3 years ago. When was the last time we went to nationals?
I was at nationals at 2018.
Yeah, so about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So because of the lack of nationals, I wouldn't go ahead and do it. They're just gonna sit in your house, just collecting dust.
Yeah. They'll ban it or reprint it, and I'll cry.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'd rather take that money and invest it into dividend stocks. That's how I. At least personally, that's the way I look at it. And then I'll worry about the cards later once we actually have it.
I was going from TCG to TSG.
Oh my goodness! All right. Anyway, we are past the halfway point. You guys want to move on to manga?
Let's do it.
All right. So unfortunately, One Piece is on break again. I think Oda is just not having a good time with his illness, or maybe Shueisha just told him to take it easy. Don't kill yourself.
Did they put any official like?
I didn't see it. I didn't. I should have. I haven't looked at his Twitter either, so I have no idea what if he said anything. I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming. I feel like it would have been bigger news if he was like severely ill. So I'm assuming he's just on break.
Did he catch the COVID?
No, I hope not. I don't think this man leaves his office.
He probably didn't leave the office before Corona.
He takes vacations, obviously, with his family and stuff. I think
we got to put him on some like experimental drugs that they put President Trump on, yo.
So quick side note. Did you guys see that Oda collaborated with Gucci?
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Oda made artwork of the straw hats in the new Gucci line.
No way.
I swear. Look up One Piece X Gucci. I swear.
Is it a clothing based thing or is it like a?
Is it wait? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Wait. It's Luffy wearing Gucci clothes.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's just the straw hats wearing Gucci clothes. The clothes have no One Piece reference. It's just
Luffy. I mean, he's still wearing a straw hat, but it has like a weird chain on. What in the world? Here, I'll share my screen really fast for this one. Look at that.
Oh, hype beast.
Hey, yo, my man looks good, yo.
It doesn't suit Luffy's style though.
It's all right.
What in the world? I can't. Is this actually Oda's artwork?
That's actually Oda drawing it. Yes.
What the? Why is he so? Okay, Luffy's not this skinny anymore.
It must have been pre-time simp. Skip.
Yeah, what the heck? Look, hey, there's Zoro.
Look at that, man. Zoro looks badass with his like 2 katanas, yo.
Okay, I like.
Why did he say fake though on it?
I don't know why it says fake.
That's actually on. I was curious about that too, but that's actually on the official products.
For real?
Yeah, I think it's something to do with counterfeit.
Is it irony?
It's ironic in a way, yeah.
Like Luffy has like a cross earring. It's a smartwatch, a Gucci smartwatch. I can see. What the... I don't know how I feel about this. This is odd. See, I can see Zoro wearing the brown trench coat. I see him trying to pass it off. I don't see Zoro in the left. It looks weird.
Zoro's serious, but yet he could kick some ass.
He'd never have a merce.
A merce, yeah.
Zoro's not a merce guy.
I can see him with a trench coat though. I think Zoro with a trench coat definitely.
Yeah,
that fits him very well. I think.
That's it.
So these are only 8 photos.
That's it. What happened to like Nani and Usopp? Right?
That's why you didn't put. I feel like Sanji would be like the top candidate for Gucci product.
Yeah.
Shilling.
Especially because he's part of the Gammas. Those motherfuckers got money, yo.
Grandma. Oh jeez.
Grandmas.
Germa. Yeah.
Grandmas.
Like Sanji's the most Sanji and Robin, and I guess Nami. Yeah, so Sanji and the girls are the best dressed. You think they'd be the ones wearing this type of stuff, not Luffy and Zoro, but
Luffy and Zoro are the most known faces.
I mean, Sanji's up there as well. I mean, Sanji's just as well known, I think. Nami, definitely. Come on.
Dude, Nami is definitely known, man. You cannot not know Nami. She was the first original girl and part of the cruise ship.
She's a heroine. Heroine. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's interesting.
That's a quick side, yeah.
That's an interesting piece of news. Before we move on, good evening, Jackro. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So, My Hero. We can finally talk about new chapters of My Hero because this guy finally caught up.
Yeah, my boy finally caught up.
I was caught up last podcast, but unfortunately, I had some prior arrangements to go to. My sis got accepted like Boston, so we had to go check out the area. I couldn't make it in time for a podcast, but yeah, I'm officially all caught up with My Hero. We can talk, spoil, discuss, cry, laugh, whatever the hell we need to do.
So I didn't know what to expect from this chapter. It's all like this whole thing is a freaking mystery. The whole all for one world or one for all world, whatever the heck world you want to call it.
That is one for all.
Yeah, and I think it's all for one because everything technically is an offshoot from all for one.
No, one for all was its own quirk. One for all, it was his own quirk that he just stuck into his brother. So one for all was a quirk. It's his own.
It was okay, yeah, you're right. So, but anyway, somehow, so they are connected. I do like. Okay, oh, got it. So this discussion all over the place. But the key takeaway I liked the most here was discussing that quirks contain a piece of their individuality. So if you steal, when All for One stole like all these quirks, he's been haunted by the memories and the presence of like the previous wielders. I think that was really interesting.
Is it more like a brief like a consciousness, or is it that actually he stole their memories? Like
I think it's their conscious. It's like a part of them. So technically, Deku in this case, he has a part of All Might living in him, but just not conscious because the real All Might's still alive.
Yeah. So if he were to die, it would be inside him. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, oh god, I just thought. So basically, they do kill All Might. He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up in Deku's head. Fuck.
Force Ghost.
He's gonna be a one for all ghost.
I don't think they can kill him off though, because he
hope not.
Told to live by like you have to live. So he's trying to do all he can to live. But man, I gotta tell you, dude, the last arc, this current battle scene arc, man, with everything going on, and it was really, really good, man. It kind of reminded me back in Marine World. Where was it?
Marine Ford, yeah, when everything's just going horrible.
to me, it was like on par with that kind of like everything battles, everybody, you know, the big epic fight, everybody dying, and the rest of the heroes trying to save everybody. It was kind of like a complete, and I would love to see this actually in like animated. So I might have to pick up the series when I get some time.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
look at it. Wow. Okay, but off tangent, little tangent. Can you appreciate how Al went from hater to I'm gonna watch this anime now?
Yeah.
That is that's character development right there.
No, for real, man.
Of Al or the series?
Both. Anyway,
quick question though, Al. Since you missed the week that we were talking about this, what do you think of the Bakugo situation?
yeah, Jorge's in the mindset Bakugo's dead. I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
He's fine. He's still alive. His last words to him was like, "You don't do this alone." And kind of we cut scene to them being in their subconscious fighting. So we don't know what's going on, but Todor, what's his name? The fire guy and the ice guy?
Todoroki.
Names, man.
Todoroki.
But he's already there. I'm sure he probably heated it or iced his wounds. So
yeah, you can cauterize it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
definitely do that.
I feel like he's definitely alive. I feel like the ending would be probably a battle between them two or something like that. Like maybe kind of like One Piece between Kobe and Luffy, like fighting at the very end or something like that. So it might kind of have like a similar ending, maybe. I don't know.
I see that. I don't know because we don't see heroes fight each other often in this series, so that might be interesting. Not plot twist, but interesting.
I mean, they fought. Scenario. They weren't heroes yet because they're still in school, but didn't Denko and he fought with each other.
They fought. Yeah, they fought with each other. Yeah, definitely. But we've never seen like Endeavor fight All Might, even though they were rivals for like however long. So,
I don't think it's that kind of thing. But who the hell knows? Who knows? Yeah, I do think he bit the bullet though. His character arc, I feel, was completed. But
I think so. I don't want him to go, which is odd because I hated Bakugo for the longest time. And he finally got like the character development I've been wanting to see in him, and now I don't want him to go.
Bakugo had a few interesting moments throughout the series, man. Like I thought he would be the Sasuke of the group.
So why do you feel that way though? Like if you feel like what was his purpose to train Denko? Then I don't like where
his character arc was bully to friend rival.
Yeah,
he made the full circle. He made the full arc. He did because by the end of it, he did the thing that Deku he couldn't do in the beginning. He went to save Deku without thinking about it, just like how Deku saved him in the beginning of the series.
At the very beginning, it came full circle.
Yeah, but I don't want him to go. I really, really hope Horikoshi doesn't go back. Bakugo.
I mean,
we haven't had a lot of character deaths.
Yeah, we did.
If he were to die, I don't think it'd be like the end of the whole thing. But it's still, I'd be sad if he were to go, I guess. But I don't think he's going. He definitely has the ability to heal his, like the other guy to save his. Come on, he's got ice powers and fire powers, bro. You could freaking heat that thing down, destroy all, like cauterize it, or you can freeze it so there's no blood leaking anymore.
Yeah, so I don't think he's gonna. We've seen
also had something else. Yeah, but they've also had another.
I mean, to touch
what happened to Bakugo,
to kind of combine all the different mangas together. You have Senku, what's his name? Senku on Dr. Stone. He took a bullet through and he lived. So
that's true. I mean, yeah. So, but so another thing I thought, was it possibility? Yeah. So if you look where the spikes exit Bakugo, one of it's like very close to his spinal area. So I thought it might be so he might either be paralyzed or just heavily wounded, so he can't continue as a hero. And there's also the possibility of him losing his quirk. But I think we're at the point where Shigaraki can't feel quirks, at least not yet. Based on
he was under control, so that's iffy. But I don't think they'll do that only because they touched on that with Miro.
But But you also have the girl who's growing the horns.
Yeah, Eri,
have the ability to repair. So
yeah, she could reverse. Yeah, she could time reverse all of it and just give it back. I mean,
but she's not that good at it.
Yeah, she's not good at it. Period. It's either if she turns it on, you die. That's really it. There is no like middle ground for her. Either you're safe.
Reverse back to when you're a
fetus. You will turn you back to a fetus. She's done it. So Eri is not the Deus Ex Machina we were looking for. At least not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe one day in the future when she's like more grown in training and all that stuff. I don't know, it's just really. I think the chapter was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing the interactions between Nana and Shigaraki and this whole I hate everybody. I even hate one for all for one, despite him being my master. Just so like a lot of interesting character development. What do you guys think about Toga at the very end? Well, she's her philosophy of heroes want to save everybody, but they didn't. But how come? But why wasn't Twice included in the everybody category? Why did Twice have to die?
I feel like she might turn a hero, man, down the line.
I don't think so.
If she's so like involved with Denko and Orochi, that's actually pretty cool. Dude, that's what I'm saying with the whole ability that she now could use other people's quirks. Because that was
kind of. I was wondering if they would ever do that, and they got the power up. Like, oh crap!
Like I was like, yo, what my girl can now do abilities too. Like that's freaking insane. But
sure where Araka would be if she was a Stone Cold Savage.
Oh yeah. Araka's ability is freaking deadly. If just set them up, bring them back down. They have no way to stop themselves. They're dead.
Yeah, I think she's not going to be a hero, but it's really good for putting the readers in a conundrum.
See, I'm in the mindset of the whole why wasn't Twice saved or whatever. It's just I see it as kind of like how we kind of see criminals in the real world. You're a criminal. You're killing people. You're a mass murderer. So killing you saves lives. So of course I'm going to take your life. Judge, jury, and executioner and all that.
But you could have just taken him in. That's her argument.
Yeah. I think... Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, the heroes, like, the thing that they could say is like, hey, we weren't there, so we didn't have the opportunity to save him. You know what I mean? We would love to, but you guys had this personal fight with the Liberation Army or whatever the hell they were called. Yeah. So, it was his own downfall.
His own downfall. I'm curious. So she wants to obviously ask Deku and Ochako what they think about her philosophy or the philosophy of heroes saving "quote unquote" everybody. I don't know. Ochaka's not a killer, so I think no matter who the villain is, I think she would save them. Deku, we've seen him willing to kill. I mean, he not successfully, but come on, with the power he has in his fist, I'm pretty sure he's going to kill somebody in the end. I think he was definitely willing to kill Shigaraki.
He's gonna kill one for all, or all for one, whatever.
All for one. Yeah, you can kill all for one.
So he's pretty OP, man. Denko Den is pretty OP. He's got 7 different quirks. Then I mean, what is he? The 7th?
He's a 9th. He's a 9th. He's a 9th user, but the first user didn't have a quirk, and All Might didn't have a quirk. So So there's 8 previous users, but 2 of them didn't have quirks. So
I want to know where Super Strength came from.
Super Strength is the stockpile. It's the stockpile perk. So
that's what I was going to ask. Like, how did then? So what is one for all then? So if the first user didn't have it, and he passed on his quirk, what like?
Let me explain this out. So the way it is, one for all is the quirk. One for all is the ability to pass on the quirk. One for all. That's the quirk. Now there's a quirk called stockpile that lets you stockpile quirks. So in some point,
stockpile strength. So originally it was just stockpiling, building up strength. So as one for all got passed on to new users, it was gaining strength. So that's where the super strength came from. So as it got passed to a new person, it gained a higher ceiling of power. So eventually, when All Might, the 8th user, finally had it, he was freaking god tier with tornado creating punches and crap. Then Deku got it, and I guess the 8 generations previously of incubating it, it finally started developing not just their strengths but also their quirks. So that's where he's seeing like Black Whip and Float now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm really confused about that. Like, if 2 of the users didn't have it, then where the hell did super
they had it. It's just their natural strength being added to the quirk as they pass it on. So All Might didn't have a quirk, but he was naturally just a buff ass dude.
And yeah, I wonder how can he still transform into the buff dude, and then his lungs are still.
I think
it's a comedic effect, man.
Yeah, it's a gag, and I guess you can write it off as he has that little speck of the quirk in him that lets him go buff for like 2 seconds.
But he shouldn't, because his spark ended in the fight.
He shouldn't. But it's for comedic effect.
It's comedic, yeah.
I mean, I miss Buff All Might. All right, let me have him. Let me have Buff All Might for like 2 seconds.
Because it's not 2 seconds. He's in there for a while. I think
he puffs his chest, then splits out blood like a moment later.
He gets a line or 2 in, man. That's about it.
I do miss Buff All Might. Good times. All right, so we did touch on Dr. Stone a little bit, but might as well clear that off. So Dr. Stone has been kind of, I don't know what's the word. I don't know how I felt about this chapter. There's more, I guess, more setup for the current arc, I guess, for next arc.
Yeah.
The climax was pretty let down. Like the whole they took, they fought each other. They won against Dr. Zeno. And then it's like, what? Okay, now we're just gonna leave everybody and continue down while they build the cities. Like I don't know. It kind of like fell off for me. I felt the way it was gonna go is like, hey, we capture Zeno. We're gonna talk out. We're gonna give you the thing. We'll start building more people, and between them 2, maybe they could get to the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now they're like off to South America, and it just I don't know.
Africa,
or was it South America?
I think it's South America.
Was South America? Oh, sorry. I thought it looked like Africa to me. Sorry.
It did look like Africa, but I think that I had the same thought. I'm like, is Africa? No, like not South America.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe,
apologize. I apologize. That's my fault. Let me see.
I could be mistaken. But
it could be South America.
Both mistaken, yeah.
I'm gonna check really fast.
Yeah, check before I continue. I don't want to give false.
That is South America.
South America, okay.
Yeah, South America.
Yeah, so that just kind of to me it was anticlimactic. I feel like I was really not thrilled with the direction. I guess the show or the the manga's going. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we agree. We had a discussion about it last week. When you weren't here, we had the same consensus. It's very lackluster, very rushed. It's a little, I don't know, just I was expecting for more, and then it was just kind of like, oh, by the way, okay, you guys are introduced now. Bye. We're gonna cut like 90% of our cast and then leave. It's like what?
Because who's in there with Senko? You got Senko, you got the
Dino, Kiseki, the old man, the captain guy, his butler,
Chrome.
No, Chrome's not there.
You sure?
Yeah, Chrome's not there.
You left my boy Chrome behind?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this chapter proved it. Everyone you see in this chapter was not on the boat. Chrome was in this chapter.
Really?
Yeah. Kohaku was with him. Tsukasa's with him. The spear guy? No, the spear guy's not with him though.
I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of like what you were talking about when we first started a podcast, how time paradox was not as popular and that the Arthur was rushing things. So I don't know if Dr. Stone popularity has decreased in this arc or something like that, or I don't know.
I don't know. I think Dr. Stone has been around for so long. I don't think it's possible for them to get axed now. Dr. Stone has a pretty big following. The anime, it's again, it has a confirmed second season. I don't think Dr. Stone's getting axed anytime soon. It's just I don't know.
It was very lackluster.
Yeah, I think it's a poor conclusion to this arc.
The arc had more promise than they delivered. That, 100%.
But yeah, no, but Chrome's not there. I mean, having 3 scientific guys, especially with Xeno and Senku, Chrome's not going to be able to contribute much. To be straight up honest.
You're right. I mean, I guess you could let him build the city while everybody else goes down.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't care for the negotiations in this chapter. Felt very lackluster as well.
I think they were trying to go for something a little more humorous than what it came out to be, and
it's not here. They shot Senku. Like there's
it's
bullets were involved here. I don't think this is. They should have played this negotiation off as comic relief.
Dude, it was just all of them were yelling, be like, "No, this is what's gonna happen. Period. You're gonna take it? Yes, let's go." Like that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I get. Dr. Stone's always been like a more comedic a piece of art, which again I accept, but it's nothing. I feel like there are times when you can just not do the comedic stuff and have a serious moment, and I feel like it dropped the ball, unfortunately.
I'd have to agree.
I mean, we'll see how things go. Maybe the next arc will deliver, but it had so much promise. I'm a little disappointed. Man,
Oda better have like some epic fights. That's all I can say, because he's been on vacation for 2 weeks. I know he's sick and everything. I want him
to prepare for the Kaido flashback. This is what we're gonna get soon. We're due for a Kaido flashback.
I'm okay with a Kaido flashback because I want to see more about the Rocks crew. The Rocks crew is really interesting.
Oh no, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. But Alvin's he's gonna get invested into the final fight, and then next thing you know, wham. That's exactly how he does it every time.
I'm ready for friggin' Zoro to kick some ass and Sanji.
I'm hoping to.
I'm waiting for it, and it's been 2 weeks, and tomorrow's gonna be the 3rd week. So come on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Zoro to awaken the Sharingan and kick some ass.
When do we get that Zoro flashback? I want to know what the heck's going on with that eye.
Yes.
Like what did Mihawk like? Did Mihawk just said screw your eye and just stab you, or what? Was it like a self-inflicted wound? I'm so
like, I'm not gonna use my eye unless it's a worthy opponent or something like that. That's very Zoro.
It's so cliche.
But it's very Zoro. If it's Zoro to a T.
It's so cliche though. Please no.
That activates his like what Mr. Hori said, his Sharinga. So he goes.
It's like Zoro. It gets revealed Zoro has conquers Haki, but he pulled it all to that one eye.
Yeah, he can only do it with one eye. But he constantly has to build it up. He's charging it up every time. So he only uses it one time.
I can't right now. All right. Anyway, we are past our hour mark, so I think we had to cut it a little short, unfortunately. Missing a few topics I wanted to talk about, but whatever. Things happen. Anyway, so let's see. My name's been Mr. In. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. David In. It's been fun being with you guys, and of course my co-hosts, Mr. Jorge.
Hey.
Nothing. Okay.
No, not much. Sorry. I'm Mr. Jorge. You can find me at being Mr. Jorge on the podcast. I've already said my farewells to the idea of making any kind of social media account, so there's that. But you can email me at theogdonutshop@gmail.com with any questions, comments, theories, concerns, and your answer to the icebreaker, which again was, if you give me a second, I can pull it back up. What is a skill you don't have or talent or that you wish you had?
And of course, we cannot forget our level pending Dr. Al.
Yeah, thank you for joining, everyone. Like I said, I'll just say goodbye to everybody. See you next week. As always, this is very exciting for me, and I have a good time. I hope everyone is as well. And I'll let Mr. In finish with the closing ceremonies, I guess.
Ceremony, yes. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so you can find the Donut Shop podcast on YouTube here, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Podbean, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you can listen to our sexy voices. All right. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Listening to us ramble about our nerdy shenanigans. Hope everyone here has a good night.
See you later. Next week.
Bye.